Okay. That is right. Okay. Hey, Josh, what's up, buddy? I'm waiting for a couple more people to come in here. I don't think I'm going to be doing the history. Hey, Miss West. Oh, I'm not doing too bad. Long day today, but not doing too bad. Hey, how you doing, Mike? Hey, Frank. I was thinking about doing one probably about 300, Daniel, because I think I did one at 150, so I'll do the next one at 300. Hey, Chandra, what's up, honey? I think I'll get this thing rolling. As you can tell by name, things I wonder about in that. um, Before I get started on that, though, I think I may do the second part of Jedediah Smith next Tuesday. What's up, Wes? But I'm trying to figure out a better way to do this history because I spent about a half hour and I only got about halfway through it, and I'm like, whoa, whoa. But some of the things that it kind of makes me wonder. Um, some of this has to do with like outdoors and prepping and everything else, and some of this just some of the stuff I read is just like I kind of sit there and scratch my head, like, what the heck? But we'll start with something I seen in Walmart. This is funny. I'm in Walmart in the sporting goods section, and I'm just looking at a couple, two, three things. I think I was going to get some paracord and something else, and see this couple go walking by, and the one guy grabs a six-person dome tent, and his girlfriend grabs a two-burner Coleman grill. I'm like, oh, you guys going camping? Says, I thought they're joking around. Says, no, we're going hiking. I'm like, "No, really? I thought you'd be going camping. I said, no, seriously, we're going camping. Hey, how you doing, country? Uh oh, there we go. Oh, my day was okay there, CG. How about yours? But back to what I was saying, they're serious. They're gonna go hiking with this stuff. I'm just like, okay. They got about 40 pounds wrapped up, and now we got two items. Let's see how long this lasts. I feel you there. Hey, Lily. I feel you there, CG. Mine was about the same way. By the time it was over, the only thing I wanted is I took a nap. I'll be honest, I took a nap. But I'm sitting there, and they didn't buy anything else, just those two things. So I don't know if they had. I've been saying that all day, Wes. I've been saying that all day, especially some of the bumper stickers I read today. There's one person that's, I believe in this, I believe in that, I believe that there's no illegal humans. I believe, I'm like, looking at this like, I believe you're a whack job. That's what I believe. A stalker? We have a stalker in here? They're stalking me? This could be fun. Give me 1 second. I have to pull West. Dog wants out. So I'm not going out with the dog. He just wants out my room. Look at what's going on. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Oh, I deal with the general public every day, Wes. They don't scare me anymore, but they make me wonder. They make me wonder and they make me confused. That's a good point, country. Very good point. If it's already hot, why do you need to heat it? Because we don't have a cold water cooler. So if we have a hot water heater, we should have a cold water cooler. Ugh. CG, I'm usually shaking my head all day long. I drive a delivery truck, and you want something to make you wonder, make you shake your head? Drive a truck for 10 hours a day in city traffic. You'll be shaking your head all day long. Your eyes won't stop bouncing back and forth in your eye sockets until you get home. And just fine. Okay, figure out what you need to figure out there, Zeus. Zeus wants to run in and out of my room, so let me shut my door here. Some pound truck. So driving down the road. What you'd say? I had to look at a bumper sticker today that said coexist. They parked next to me, and I had to read a shirt that said it. Barf. Yeah, some of these people are just, yeah. Well, getting back to what I was saying, though, I'm driving down the road in a 13,000 pound truck. I'm going down the road 35 miles an hour, and people decide they're going to step right out in front of you. Then they give you the dirty look when you about roll the truck when you try to keep from hitting them. I'm like, are you a moron, or have you worked at it all your life? Because right now I'm a little confuzzled. See, I had a guy call me today and said, "So I saw your ad for hiring people." I said, "Okay." He says, "Well, I'm outside." Okay, well, what do I do? Come inside. Hey, Christy, how you doing, hon? Yeah, 13. Well, not 13,000 pounds money. 13,000 pounds or 7.5 ton. People are dumb. Well, yeah, we get a little bit further north here in what, about 6 weeks? It was. You ever see the bumper sticker says coexist, but it's written in guns? I like that one. Oh, there you go, CG. You're moving what? Tennessee? Or yeah, Tennessee, right? Okay, you're between 10 to 12 hours away, depending on where you're at in Tennessee. I only drove down through it once, and that was an interesting experience. Actually, on the drive down was an interesting experience. On the way back up, it wasn't too bad because I went through Tennessee at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yes, I do, Daniel. Yes, I do. Yeah, I was going through the Smoky Mountains in Tennessee, driving down to Alabama, and I see why they call them the Smoky Mountains. I'm going. We're going. There's a section that goes like literally like right across the ridge. I mean, right across the top of the mountain, right across the ridge. And it was foggy that night. I mean, oh no, not at all, Just. Well, I'm going down, and it's foggy as heck. It's foggy to the point that we're actually well, nobody's really slowing down, but we're driving off each other's brake lights. We're that close. We're driving off each other's brake lights, but if somebody gets a little bit too far ahead, you completely lose them. So we're going, and I noticed this faint flash, probably about 100 yards down the road, like a strobe. Didn't really think too much of it until I got up right on top of it, and it was warm enough to actually burn the fog away from around it, out into my lane. And that flash went off, and I looked right at it. I was blind for about a minute. You just see somebody 70 miles an hour driving by Braille. It gets interesting real quick. Yeah, I'm sorry, but those things ain't Chargers. They're overglorified rural drive intrepids. That's what I think about the Charger. Challengers ain't bad. Chargers, yeah, no. Chargers, not a four door. No, 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 no. Just northeast of Memphis. That's not too bad. That's just what about hour and a half out of Kentucky, I think. Down 75. Was that is that soap that Chandra sent you there, Wes? Millington. I'll look at it. I'll look that up after the webcast here, CG. Yeah, I don't think yeah, because if I remember right, it was about 20, 25. Actually, no, it was probably about 19 years since I took that trip. But if I remember, I ran 70 to 71, 71 down to Cincinnati, hit 75, dropped into Kentucky, and just kept on going. Oh, that's awesome, Wes. Yeah, but if you ever been blinded while you're driving and the road has one set of rumple strips in the middle and another set of rumple strips on the edge, you can kind of figure out how to drive by Braille. It's interesting. You get over to the left. Oh, okay, I need to go to the right. Okay, I need to go to the left. Oh, okay. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, because when I was going down to I went down to Pinson, Alabama, and I remember Kentucky and Tennessee took me a while to get through. Once I hit the Georgia state line, let me see, I hit the Georgia state line on 75, jumped across 24, hit 59, and kind of cut the corner off of Georgia to drop down in Alabama, if I remember that right. Of course, I'm like I can remember my own name half the time, so I may be wrong on that. Daniel, I don't think I want to see. I want to see you in the tub, dude. No, 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 no. I think Lily got the right idea there. What down around Alabama, there, Mike? Well, if you get the right place around here at the right time of year, Wes, you can take a shower. You can take a shower right in the waterfall. Oh, that's cool, Christy. Let me guess, there's a female driving it too, right? Have a good night, Frank. Oh, that's cool, Mike. Yes. I had a girlfriend who lived down around there long time ago. I drove from Pennsylvania. It took me 16 hours from Pennsylvania to get down there, and 15 hours to get back home. Night, Ryan. Actually, this thing only lagged like once on me, I believe. Shot kind of disappeared on me, then it came back. Oh, okay, Mike. Well, that's what I thought back then. Now it's like I could blow that off in a day easy now. Well, it's what I do. Like the last time I went on vacation, I went out to the other side of the state, and I had one of the longest routes at the time. I started at 5 o'clock in the morning, finished at 5 o'clock at night, then drove 6 hours across the state to get to a hotel. So like I was behind the wheel for about 18 hours. It really wasn't that bad of a drive though. Oh, that's cool, Christy. You if you remember the time, let me know. Yeah, because I've been, especially the state, I've been all over the state. Not really so much with my job that I decided to go on vacation. I just take off and go someplace. In fact, there for the longest time, the way I took vacations was I jumped in a vehicle and people asked me, "Where are you going?" I said, "Wherever I end up." One time I ended up in Ohio. The other time I ended up halfway across Pennsylvania. One time I ended up almost in New York. One of my vacations, I was down in West Virginia. I just save up money and go. Not even that much money, like maybe $300-400. It's enough for a night. And oh, that's awesome, country. Actually, I need to write that down. Where to go? Where to go? Millington. Let me write that down. Yeah, because I know let me see. The way I went, it took me about 4 hours to get to Columbus, about another 3 hours to get to Cincinnati, and probably about 5 hours to get to Kentucky on the way down there. No, that don't sound right. Of course, on the way down there, I just, yeah. See, I kind of screwed up when I went down to Alabama. I left at 3 o'clock in the afternoon thinking, oh, it's only going to take me about, oh, someone told me, it will take you about 8 hours to get to Alabama from Pennsylvania. That took me twice that long. I left at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. People in Hawaii go to Alaska for the summer because I don't know why they want to come here. Of course, to get away from the volcanoes, tsunamis, earthquakes, and all the other kind of strange things the ocean may drag in. Hey, Virginia, Georgia. No, from what Georgia is actually a pretty nice state. The little bit I was in it on Route 59 there. Hey, Mary. Actually, I tell you what, Daniel. I used to deliver in Cleveland. I loved it. I loved delivering in Cleveland, and it's like a 2 hour ride just getting to Cleveland from work. I loved it. I Cleveland's actually a great town. It's better than Pittsburgh, and I live about 20 minutes from Pittsburgh. I hate the joint. I'll go to Cleveland any day of the week. Well, that's cool. Well, we have ones that come up here too. Um, in fact, I knew a couple of them. They had family up here. They actually moved from Hawaii to come up here, and I'm like, "Hey, Ashley, yeah, let's get that." But they're coming up here in the winter. I'm like, wait a minute, you left Hawaii in the winter to come to Pennsylvania in the winter. You're going to stay 2 months in 3 foot of snow. Have you lost your ever loving mind? Really? Huh? Uh, things make you go, is a good thing. This is this is actually bypassed home a long time ago. Things make you go, huh? Ah, really? Okay, Wes, see you in a bit. Yeah, but the whatever comes to my mind there, Ashley. This is I'm taking it easy today. Next week I'll probably get back into the history thing again. And once I finish up Jedediah, what I think I'm going to do with that is I'm going to try to figure out a better way to do this. Because, okay, CG. Yeah. Oh, migraine. I only get like about two or three a year now, but I used to get like about 3 or 4 a week. I feel your pain, Ashley. Oh, oh. I went to the chiropractor. I said got rid of mine, but we also found what was causing mine was I broke my neck when I was 10. I didn't know till I was 27. WB Dawn, how you doing? Yeah, that I remember the chiropractor called me and says he goes, "Well, I'm going to show you. Try not to faint. It's bad. It's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life." And at the time, I was 27. Believe it or not, I was actually went to the chiropractor because he did skeletal physicals for professional wrestling. I was actually wanting to be a professional wrestler. My cousin was in it, a distant cousin, but a cousin nonetheless. And I went in finding out that I'd never do it. He called me in. He goes, "Yeah, about your neck. Here's try not to cringe too much." I looked at it. I'm like, "Oh." Didn't really freak out. Says, "Hey, you ain't gonna freak out." I'm like, "Why? The damage is done at this point. What's freaking out gonna do?" But the axis vertebrae, which is right up in here, the axis vertebrae is the vertebrae your skull rests on, was in there like this. The next vertebrae down was in there like that. Literally like almost 120-degree angle. Or not 120, close to about 60-degree angle. He goes, that's for the professional wrestling things is you take one hit the wrong way, you're quadriplegic. I wouldn't sign off on you to do a desk job. I'm like, oh, this ain't good. Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of fixed now because it's not like this anymore. It's pretty much it's not straight, but pretty much to this now. This would be straight. It's just just a touch off. But at 47, yeah, even though the pay is good, even for a jobber, the pay is good. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I just went yesterday. I'm going to try to get myself back on schedule. I was going 2 times a month, and the chiropractor I go to, he's very reasonable. I won't even. But the chiropractor I go to, he's reasonable because I just paid. I don't even use my insurance. I just pay the office visit, which is like $35. $35 a visit. I go 2 times a month. Night, Lily. But it's helped me a lot. Now the other thing, um, the only other thing I do now is every time I go to the chiropractor, I want to start going back to doing this too. Is I go to the chiropractor after done the chiropractor, I'd schedule with the therapeutic with the a or get a therapeutic massage right after my chiropractic visit. And the reason for that is if you just do the chiropractics, the muscles where they do your adjustment in your neck and wherever else they adjust, the muscles, if you don't relax the muscles will pull everything right back out of whack again. So you got to relax the muscles so everything kind of sets back in place. Oh, congratulations, Daniel. And it took me a while to figure that one out because when my neck was really screwed up, the chiropractor I had at the time, which I still have him, but he retired. Then I went to another one, and the second one I went to was a total quack. And then I found this guy, and this guy's pretty good. So, but my first one would adjust me, and I'd come back. I was going to him like 4 times a week. He'd adjust me, and I'd come back 24 hours later, and everything be right back to where it was before. Daniel got the dream job. I'm jealous now. Daniel got the dream job. Should I take the Bushmaster or the Colt out today, right? Oh, there goes my monetization. If I actually have monetization, but I'm not too worried about that right now. So he mentioned guns. Wah. CZ Colt, nice. No, I don't have it in here. I was going to show you the knife I was going to send you, CG, but I don't have it in my room with me. It's down in the Jeep. And the other two, one's on the bike, and the other one is in my. No, it's not in that pack. It's in the pack in the Jeep too. I have like three of them. I have two of them in the Jeep and one of them on my bike right now. But they're nice knives, really nice knives. And I got those. I don't know if you guys know what the Schrade Mini Shed is. I got it from Tractor Supply, and I was get got each one of them for like 14, maybe $15 a piece. And the knife, I mean, it's about a little over a foot long, about yo long. The blade's probably about that long. I mean, like this much of its handle, then like that much of its blade. But it's still light enough that you can do like fine work and stuff with it too. I mean, it's a actually well thought out knife. It's a big knife, but it's a well thought out knife. And it's not that heavy either. I mean, it's heavy enough to do like the heavy work, but it's still light enough that you can easily control it to do like fine work, get shavings. Has a nice 90-degree spine on it. A fig sticker. Oh, pig sticker. I like sticker better. Never liked figs. Just wanted to kill them all. Stick them figs. Stick them right to the tree. Oh, but what have you all been up to today? Work, work, and more work. I take right. Oh, I hear you there, Chandra. My day started off going to my first delivery spot. Somebody decided to park and sleep in their truck. Ooh, physical therapy interview shooting. Nice. But somebody decided to sleep in their truck right in front of the dock that I actually need to use. I can't use any other docks in this place except for this one dock. And this guy was sleeping in front of it. And then when I finally parked my truck, he actually gets up and walks away from his truck and lets it sit there for like a half an hour. Then comes back and bitches at me like, oh, really? Really? I'm not back to what I said before. Is this guy a moron or did he work at it all his life? Interview shooting. Nice. Yeah, but that put me with the raw die run. I have to hit places at a certain time, and that put me a half hour in the hole right from the get go. I'm like, oh come on. And today I had to take a second run too. So right now it's about 73, 74 degrees, overcast, but we're supposed to be getting rain today. In fact, let me look out the wind. Yeah, there's some dark clouds floating around out there, but no rain yet. Well, we had rain here earlier, but no rain. I don't think we're supposed to be getting any rain for about another hour and a half or so. Exactly, CG. I mean, it just. I scrambled and I got probably about 10 to 15 minutes of that back, but I mean, once you get that far in the hole, it's almost impossible. It's almost impossible. Yeah, people look at me, why are you hurrying up so much? Well, if you knew what happened this morning, you'd know why. Well, Indiana has about the same weather we do. In fact, I think they're probably the rain probably already passed them, so it's a pretty nice warm day today. So you would have loved swimming there. But that's one state I've always wanted to go to. I've always wanted to go to Alaska and just check that place out, especially like glaciers. I've only ever seen glaciers on TV. I would love to walk on a glacier. It's funny. I talk about swimming. I have not been swimming in 20 years. Is I just don't give myself enough time to go out and do it. But with that being said, though, I didn't swim. But the last time, oh, probably about 8 years ago, I went to visit my buddy in North Carolina, and But I wanted to visit my buddy down in North Carolina. We went out to the beach. He lived in this little place called Belvedere, North Carolina. Let me tell you about Belvedere. Belvedere consists of 4 buildings. His house, the closed down ice cream stand in his front yard, the country store on one side of him, and a restaurant on the other. All on the same side of the road. There's nothing across the road from him at all. But we decided to go to the beach. And that was the first time I've been to a beach, well, to the ocean, since I was like 8. I was like 38. Well, that's about 9 years ago. And it is early May. Water's like low 50s. So what do? I kick off my boots, I take off my socks, I roll my pants up my knees, and I just start wading around the ocean. He goes, "What the hell are you doing?" Says, "I ain't done this since I was 8. I'm going to do this again. I don't care how cold the water is." Diet kelp or regular kelp? I think what West stepped away for a second or two there, Daniel. Well, let me tell you something about up here, CG. Go ahead, Chandra. Yeah, but most of the bodies of water up here, especially the Ohio, the Mon, and the Allegheny River, you don't want to swim in. Mm, bad stuff in there. Oh, I'm sorry, Chandra. I'm actually kind of, if I turn and like center myself, my legs are all bunched up, so I'm kind of sitting so I can stretch out a little bit. But yeah, I can do that. Ugh. Is that better for you? That's no. I understand what Chandra's saying there. Yeah, because I get the lounging and I'll start sliding down my chair here. Daniel, the Ohio River starts in Pittsburgh, and it gets fed from the stuff Pittsburgh dumps into the Ohio, into the Allegheny and the Mon and the Ohio, all at the same time. And if you keep on going downstream, down past Beaver, there's a little place called Shippingport. Oh, I was comfortable, but this is cool too. Yeah, and the Shippingport. Now, if you know what a Shippingport is, it's a nuclear power plant. Not only will you get all the pollution, you'll glow in the dark too. Oh, you're fine, Chandra. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, because I'll start lounging back in the chair like that. Next thing you know, I'm about ready to fall out of the chair, and I'm like super comfy, but I'm about ready to fall out of the chair, so I have to sit up anyway. So trust me, I felt falling out of this chair a couple times. I'd fall asleep, slide out of the chair, and just wonder why I'm like folded up like an accordion. Kind of hard to do that. I'm using the one on the laptop, and actually, there's a bunch of stuff I want to change on here. I'll be sitting here next thing you know here. Yes, I can, Daniel. I still think Cleveland's better than Pittsburgh, though. Especially when I was delivering up in Cleveland. I was where was I starting at? But I do like mentor on the lake. I was down by oh Hell, it's been about 2 years since I've been there, and I'm already forgetting the name of the places I was at. I started in Painesville. A lot. No, not Alliance. I was on the other one. But I did like Painesville, Mentor, Westlake, all that area over there. I stayed pretty much on the east side of Cleveland. Now, one thing, CG, I'm reading what you're saying there. You'll have to find a pool. One thing though, there are a couple nice streams to play in. Yeah, probably about 9:30. I'm gonna be putting mine on and going to bed too. So, but if I went to let's put this, if I went to sleep now, I'd probably wake up about midnight and won't be able to get back to sleep. And have to wake up about between 3 and 3:30 in the morning. So yeah, there's a couple nice streams up here you could play around in. Got to get comfy as soon as you get home, right, CG? Oh, I remember that too. Yeah, the Browns are a great team until they turned into the Ravens, and well, the Ravens are still a good team. The Browns that they have now, well, they're the Browns. But I can't. I'm not saying anything. That's all I'm going to say about the Browns because people from Cleveland turn on and for with the Pirates for at least about the last 15 years. They're actually doing somewhat decent this year, but years previous, the Pirates were baseball's answer to the Browns. So, oh, you should find a bunch of places to fish in Indiana. Oh, I feel your pain, Christy. I feel your pain. I had a route that I would go to bed probably about 10 o'clock, but I'd wake up about 1. I couldn't get to sleep till like 10, so I only get like 3 hours of sleep. Then I'd drive like almost 400 miles a day. I don't know. From what they've been saying on the radio though, is ooh, tacos. I need to be in Texas right now. I haven't had taco in a long time. Taco sounds good, but Cleveland sounds like it may actually be putting together a team finally. Well, I think the biggest mistake they made was move the Ravens down the ball. I mean, move the Browns down to Baltimore and call them the Ravens. I'm like, what? But that's enough of football for today. Mm, which I have to remember to sit back because if I sit too close to the light, my fit, I look like a ghost. But yeah, but usually during the week, I don't even cook. I just stop. I eat out because by the time I get home, the only thing I would do is take care of my dog and lay down. I'm beat by the time I get home. Oh, but there is one thing I want to try. I'm probably going to try that soon. Is you make taco meat, you pour it all over nachos with cheese and whatever other toppings you want, and you plunk it in the oven. And you plunk it in the oven long enough to melt the cheese into the meat and the nacho chips. And you just slap the thing in the middle of the table, give everybody a bowl of salsa, and say, dig in. Oh, my buddy used to make that. That stuff was so good. Oh, was that good? I got a little moth in. You probably see him go. But yeah, there's a couple other things. Once everything slows down, I actually like to make. Um, Not bannock. What am I thinking of? Hardtack bread. That's the one thing I'd like to make. No, that's probably that moth. The camera isn't it. The camera on this laptop isn't the greatest. So you can send a moth around and hear everybody think it's some kind of orb floating around. I'm like, no, that's a moth. Camera's junk. That's a moth. Which hopefully next week I'll have everything I need to use my GoPro, which is 10 times better than the camera that's in my laptop right now, as a webcam. Let's see something here. Yeah, that light plays with it too. But I don't want to shut it off because then it would look like, well, you won't see anything at that point. But yeah, the light is. I'm gonna. That's next on my list. I'm gonna change this light out. I got a. I The light I have up there right now on the underside of the shelf of my desk. Hey, what's up, Acacia? It's a halogen light, and it's pretty bright. But it's also hot. I mean, this thing is hot. But I want to take those down. I got a rechargeable LED, like 60 bank LED light that I want to hang in here. Oh, I'm not doing too bad, but I'm going to push the LED light back toward the back of the shelf, get rid of these, and when I start using the GoPro as a webcam, I'm going to hang it like right over in here, like just off screen, and use that to do these because it'd work a lot better. Because it, if you watch my hand go, with the camera that's in here, you probably see my hand making all kinds of streamers, all kinds of stuff. Exactly, Mary. And the other thing I wanted to try is I wanted. Oh, the camera's junk. It's whatever. This is the camera that comes in the laptop itself, along with the microphone. I don't know what I sound like, but I don't think the sound is actually that great either. I don't know. You guys have to be a judge of that because I won't hear it till I do the replay. But yeah, but just little things I wanted to improve. Okay, cool. That's cool. Because I know the GoPro has a better microphone too. But if the sound's good, maybe I could do a combination of the two or figure something out. Also found something another camera today by Logitech. Bed, live chat, sensitivity training, or wife wants to talk again. Hmm. Right now, I probably pick A, which is probably what we're going to pick here in about the next 10, 15 minutes. Chandra for the win over here. Oh, man. Yeah, but if everything goes, well, everything should go right, but I'm probably going to do part two of, as I said, the history next week. So, but what I'm going to try to do here is every Tuesday at 8 o'clock Eastern time, I'm going to have this have a chat of some sort. Sometimes it's going to be like this, just free form. Other times it may be history or a subject of some sort. But you guys probably found out by now that I don't take myself too seriously. Just like what somebody said yesterday, we don't get out of this alive, so why be so serious? Have some fun while you can, right? How you doing, Lou? Snuck in on me here. Lulu. Yeah, and the other thing I've been wanting to do after work is I mentioned along the line I want to start raiding some hiking trails. Well, damn near every day I got been getting off of work, it's been pouring down rain. I'm like, I'm not walking around in the woods in that. No, 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 no. So, but that's going to be coming here soon too. Hopefully, it's either that's going to be coming soon or I'm going to be building an arc here pretty soon. One of the two. Because if we get more rain, we're just going to float away. I think Lou has a good point. Lou has a very good point. If you don't do D, you ain't gonna be doing A because she's gonna keep trying to do D all night long until you go to work. Oh, I hear you there, Chandra. I mean, we it's either been like 100 degrees with like almost 100% humidity here, or about 80 degrees. Love you too, CG. Talk to you later, hon. But it's either been like about 100 degrees with like 100% humidity, or it'd be like 80 degrees and a torrential downpour. So it's like you can't win either way. But we're definitely not in a drought. Enjoy them tacos, hon. But I'm waiting for some decent weather to after work. So because there's a couple trails like close to work, I really would like. I've been on them before. I know the trails very well. I just never really done a review on them. So it's for what I want to do with trail reviews. I think that'd be a good test bed. I go out and I do the trails I know around the area. There's that moth again. But I go out and do the trails around the area that I know, so that way I know the system works. So if I because eventually I want to get to some trails I haven't been on yet. Exactly, just yeah. It was actually cool here today, and the weather was nice while I was working. But as soon as I got done with work, I needed a canoe to get to my car. I'm like, oh man, skating bears. I like skating bears. Skating bear. Even people in bear outfits, because you can still call them skating bears. God bear. Yeah, but I think when I do that trail rating stuff, I'm going to be taking a GoPro and I'm going to be taking my regular camera, and I'm actually going to try doing some multi-part editing, like picture, then talk about it, picture, then talk about it, yada yada yada. try some different things because since I'm going to start doing the webcast here, I'm looking around realizing that there's a lot of stuff around just in here that needs to change. Although some of the stuff that I do outside is going to need to change too. So, and this is all part of the process. And actually, for me doing a webcast, this is like a huge step forward. The first big step forward was me doing videos. The next big step is actually doing it like I am now, live, because I am. You'll probably find out I am not the greatest public speaker, and for me to actually be talking and interacting with you guys, this is like a huge step forward for me. Not maybe not the greatest step, but a huge step, all in the same vein. This is, I guess, for me, this is part of my growing process. I guess you could call it that. If you guys understand what I mean by that, I'll also be the first one to tell you I'm not all there. I'm like I'm half there. I think you made it. You might have. No, you didn't miss part two of Jed. I didn't do part two yet. I just decided tonight, um, just to take it easy. I'm going to do part two of Jed next week. Um, and then after part two of Jed, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find a better way to do the history thing. But I think I found my next subject, which ties in with Jed. And I think the next subject, though, may spawn a couple other ones. For the next, after Jed, I'm actually thinking about doing Ashley's 100, which Jed was a part of. Because that kind of intrigues me because Ashley's 100 was a group of 100 trappers. Jedediah Smith was one. Another person that was one was Hugh Glass. See, yeah. So you're walking about down the same road I am, Just. I get it. I totally get it. But kind of like BA, in my own way, these videos kind of help me out. BA, hey Savage, what's up? With BA, kind of he gets stuff off his chest. With me, is somewhat to get stuff off my chest, but to build confidence all at the same time. Oh, I haven't had corn on the cob since last year. That stuff's just great. Neighbors are barbecuing something that smells like farts. So, Chandra, you're saying your neighbors are barbecuing moose poop? Well, 12 gauge can take care of that. Scare the hell out of the neighbors, but 12 gauge can take care of that. We Oh, okay, okay. Powdered whale thingy. I'm just using thingy for lack of a better word. I think I'm going to do that here after I'm done here, Lakeisha. What you eat, Lakeisha? Even though I'm probably gonna get down and grab a tube of crackers or something. Oh, maybe not even that because I want to eat too heavy before bed. Never had seal. Oh, they make like a salmon broth with that, Chandra. Ooh, chili. Oh, good lord. Oh, yeah, and the salmon has the bear won't even mess with those things. I said try to get the bear down to eat it, but yeah, I really no, no. Nope. Oh, see, there's a thing that they serve up here at Steak and Shake. They make spaghetti, but instead of putting spaghetti sauce on it, they put chili on it. Oh, that is just the greatest thing ever. In fact, the last time I went to Steak and Shake, I'm like, give me a double order of that. They're gonna look at me funny and said, most people can't finish that. I'm like, give me a double order, I may get more. I could pack pasta away for days. In fact, that reminds me, next uh, either probably not Friday, probably no, not definitely not Saturday. I'm not going to be here next Saturday. Well, you better go whoop them. Tell them get on the ball. Get on the ball. Oh, but that spaghetti and chili. Oh, that's good. And that's like my second favorite pasta. You're gonna laugh. That's like my second favorite pasta dish. Is this cheapy steak and shake thing they make. But there's this other thing that I like to eat. It's penne pasta with clear garlic sauce and roasted chicken on it, with some baby tomatoes and some bacon bits mixed into it, and covered with Parmesan cheese. Oh, that stuff's just good. But that's not steak and shake. That's at this little place called the Pizza Palace up in Emporium, Pennsylvania. See, I'd love to try with shrimp, Mary, and I do. This is what happened since I got older. When I was a youngin, I could eat shrimp, fish, clams, all that. Shellfish and fish, I can eat it all day long. I loved it. Then the older I got, I started getting allergic to both the fish and the shellfish. My dad's allergic to shellfish. My mother's allergic to fish. I got them both. And theirs came on the same way. Like when they're younger, they could eat it. And then the older they got, the worse it got. Never had haggis or black pudding. Well, black pudding is pretty much blood pudding, isn't it? Or it's blood, I believe, like duck blood pudding. And I've heard of haggis, has never had it. Actually, the blood pudding or black pudding, I probably would try. I've had duck's blood pudding, which isn't actually that bad. Now, see, we don't have In and Outs out here. We got the Steak and Shake. We're finally getting some Sonics, but we don't have any In-N-Out burgers out here. I'll take the chips. Can't eat the fish. I'd love to have the fish, but oh, that's awesome, Just. No Culvers either. We do have Five Guys that's never eaten in it yet. We also have BRGR, and I've eaten there twice and had bad experiences both times. So I'm just like, see ya. I ain't coming back. Oh, that's cool, Just. In fact, I want to get back to Sonic. I haven't had a good Sonic shake in a while. Sonic makes some decent shakes, and the burgers ain't that bad either. And what's funny is that Sonic, the one Sonic that we have out here, actually moved from one place where it's just a drive-in to where it's at now. I wouldn't say a drive-in; it was a drive-through. I think we have a couple A&Ws around here, but here's a kicker for you, Lou. I was actually to the original A&W over in where is that? It's over by Canfield, Ohio. I used to go out there for a cruise. It's in Hermitage, Ohio. That's the one I went to. I went to the original A&W root beer stand there. Oh, was that fun? To get from the Canfield Fairgrounds, which is 8 miles away from it, to Hermitage, though, it took me close to 4 hours because of the cruise. It was still fun. Never been Chick-fil-A yet, and we don't have any Zaxby's around here. I'll tell you one thing we used to have around here that I can't find one to save my life now is Hardee's. I used to love Hardee's. Everybody, I have a couple friends online on Facebook. They all rave about Hardee's and Carl's Jr. And I'm like, they took all our Hardee's away. Don't tease me like that. Actually, Hardee's isn't too bad. I like Hardee's. Well, see, a lot of the southern states still have Kroger's. We used to have Kroger's here too, and I think Kroger still makes the best peanut butter. Period. See, I used to like Wendy's, but I don't know. I'm more of a Burger King type of person, but that's just me. Oh, I hear you there. Hardee's burgers are big. Um, actually, either Wendy's or Burger King, depending on what burger you get. Like every once in a while, I'll get the big eyes and get the big burger from Burger King. It's over a half a pound. Plus, Burger King's the closest one I could get in and out of in less than 5 minutes. See, we used to have a Friendlies around here, and it's no longer around here either. We had Friendlies. We had Kings. Kings was a Pennsylvania. Kings and Pappins was Pennsylvania only. Pappins is completely defunct. Kings got rid of a lot of their locations, including the one that I was my first job. It was like the second Kings in Pennsylvania. I worked there, and they ended up tearing it down. See, I've never eaten at a Carl's Jr. I bet you they are. Oh, homemade cheeseburgers are even better. Oh, I bet it was because from what I remember about Friendlies, Friendlies was awesome. I love Friendlies. Now, the one thing I want to do is the one of the people that I did photography for. I did photography for a an organization called Dreaming of Three. It's a charity organization. And since I did this photography job for them, they gave me a $50 gift card to like Olive Garden and Longhorn, and I'll probably use the whole thing at Olive Garden. Hey, what's up, Dash? Oh, I'm a pasta fiend anymore. It's like most people are like looking at me like, "Oh, you're a burger and fries kind of person." No, give me pasta any day of the week. Pasta, my second favorite's rice. Oh, but I could eat pasta from now, any kind of pasta too. I mean, I'm not above making a big pack of ramen noodles and just sit down and eat it as a snack. Oh, that's awesome. Actually, the last time I had fish and chips was in Canada from the fish that are caught out of the lake that we were camping on. I probably do, Mary, to be honest with you. And I do not know how I have low sugar when I drink Pepsi. I start my day off with an energy drink. I drink Pepsi the rest of the day. Okay. And you're going to laugh at this, Akeisha. Ramen noodles, when I go hiking and I'm going to be out for the day, out for like the whole day, that's all packed for my trail lunch. I'll make ramen noodles for my trail lunch because how much is a pack of like one pack of those little ramen noodles weighs? Next to nothing. I take some ramen noodles, put them in a pot of boiling water with a little bit of. I carry a little bit of um, virgin olive oil. Put a little bit of olive oil in the water. Crack open the ramen noodles. Throw that in, but along with this, along with the carbohydrates for hiking, you still need the protein. Night Dash. Hey, have a good night, buddy. I'll try to catch your next live cast. But back to what I was saying with the ramen noodles, to get my protein, I'll cut up jerky. I'll cut up like about 2 to 3 good lengths of jerky, like this, kind of cube it up and throw it in there too. Let the juices from the jerky, because the jerky will almost reconstitute itself. It'll kind of like rehydrate itself and eat all that. Oh my God. Well, he has a point there. Like talking about that, about the hiking, because you guys probably heard me say I was thinking about in September doing a 5 day solo hike. The more I think about it, the more I think I'm just going to pass on that. I still may do like a couple like an overnight, maybe 2 overnight things, but for like the first half of the hike, everything's fine, and for the second half of the hike, the logistics just goes haywire. I can either get to a place to sleep or a resupply point, but I can't get them to where they jive. In fact, the one thing is there's no after my last resupply point. not my last one, but after my second resupply point, I actually have to go on about a 30-mile walk to like actually find someplace that's legal for me to stay overnight. And that resupply point is like 5 miles in. So I have to do like 35 miles in one day before I could actually set up camp again. I'm like, Ugh. Like, I'd really love to do it, but that's just, I can't find anywhere in the middle of that 35 miles to set up camp. But I digress. Well, see, I could carry that much food. It's not the food that has me gummed up so much as it's the camping location because I'm going to be on a North Country trail, and that 35 miles, most of that is a road section. So and it's like people's yards. Where am I going to camp at? Somebody's front yard? That ain't going to work. I've been there, done that before, Savage. I get that. I was thinking about doing the stealth camping thing too, but yeah. I was actually thinking about doing a section of the North Country Trail, which the Appalachian Trail and the North Country Trail intersect in Pennsylvania. I think they intersect, if I'm not mistaken, up around Cook's Force somewhere. See, that's funny because I knew a couple people actually camped out in a park in Pittsburgh, and nobody ever bothered them because they thought they were homeless, so they just let them go. But when you're hiking out through the middle of the country, the farmers don't like people camping in their front yard. I don't want to get waken up with a shotgun. It probably would be, Lakeisha. The only problem is the Appalachian Trail is about 5 hours from me. North Country Trail is about 20 minutes at best. Or actually, at its closest point, it's 20 minutes away from me. At the farthest point where I was going to start from is like 45 minutes, and that's like two opposite directions. But that's also about a 50-mile stretch. So I was going to do 50 miles in 5 days. Yeah, and like that 35 miles is all private property. So I'm like, oh, great. I mean, I would actually, if I could find a hotel or a bed and breakfast, it may not be camping, but if I could find a hotel or a bed and breakfast somewhere in the middle of that 35 miles where I could almost split it evenly, I'd stay in a bed and breakfast for the night. I mean, I know people that's hiked the Appalachian Trail. If they come to a town and they got the money and there's a hotel there and they have an empty room, they'll stay in the empty room and get a shower and stuff and actually get a good night, try to get a good night's sleep underneath the roof. But these are the people that do that are through hikers. You got exactly, Savage. Um, I mean, they plan for stuff like that. When you're doing like a through hike, they kind of mark the towns and they see what hotels are in towns or bed and breakfast. And there's a lot of towns along the Appalachian Trail that have hostels that are cheaper than the hotels. So you go in, you get cleaned up, get a good warm meal, have a nice dry night to sleep, like a comfortable night to sleep. They call it a break night. So you're not on a trail. That's like a break night, but they'll go to the hotel, they'll walk to the hotel, they'll have their break night, but they'll walk right back out of the hotel to where they to the point where they left off the Appalachian Trail and keep on going. Yeah, see, I heard the same thing. They'll take like a break night. Hey, have a good night, Chandra. Oh, exactly. They'll mail themselves resupplies, or like what I was going to do is this 5 day is I'm going through like 5 or 6 little towns. Five of those towns, which I'll be hitting one each one of those towns each day. I was actually going to resupply. I was going to go to like the first store resupply, next store resupply, and like the first store, I would actually hit the second day of my hike. I'd have food for the first night, go to the store, get food for the second night, hike on out, hit the third store, and keep on going. But without the food in my pack weighs about 30 pounds if I'm lucky. Without the water. And that's the other thing at all these places. And I have things set up where I can actually resupply like out of streams and stuff now. So that's on the water. So that's no big deal there. Maybe I might not. Yeah, but there's one thing that you have to keep in mind about me, Savage. I can't eat fish. I'm allergic to them. I can't eat fish or shellfish. So the whole fishing thing for myself is out. Now that I say that, though, here's something to keep in mind. I can't ingest them, but I can still fish. So, like, let's get into SHTF. In a group in SHTF, I can still help get food by fishing. I can still handle them. And handling doesn't bother me one way or the other, but I can't eat them. Yeah, I can touch them. I just can't eat them. Yeah, because in fact, things are, I won't say they're slowing down, but I think next year I'm kind of getting the hankering back. I may just go back out and get my fishing license. I do all catch and release, but I love to fish. I like fishing. Yeah, because along with that is I'm actually going to make a couple hand fishing kits. Like this thing here, and back it up so you can see it. Not that big, but you can hold it right there. And this part of it right here would make a nice little hand fishing kit there. Possibly. I'm not the greatest fisherman in the world, but I can catch one every once in a while. And the thing of it is, most of the fishing that I did. Night, Christy. Hey, thanks, Savage. Um, I got that. I was going to actually make a regular hand fishing rig that I seen in Backwoodsman, and then I got. Give me 1 second. I want to try this little sucker out here. This is a collapsible fishing rod, and there's a reel that comes with it. Oh, cool, Savage. I'm looking forward to that. You know what? I think I'm gonna go for about another 6 minutes. I'll give me an hour and a half. But yeah, the little collapsible one. I think I ended up getting mine off of Stealth Angel, and I was waiting for about 6 months for me to actually have the stock sit still long enough for me to get one because Stealth Angel's like, we've got collapsible fishing rods, and I get it through my phone, and I can't do anything over my phone about it. Oh, that's fine because the collapsible one is if I had a survival kit, I would actually throw out a survival kit. And the only thing I'd be worried about catching if I could eat fish at all or bluegill. Hey, what's up, Smolo? But yeah, this thing here took me 6 months to get this because, as I said, Stealth Angel would like send me an alert on my phone while I'd be working. We have fishing kits in stock. By the time I get home, they'd be sold out again. I'm like, oh, great. I mean, for what I want to use it for, I don't think it'd be that bad of a unit. Like, got one more question for you, Savage. What do you think about carrying a slingshot to get like small game? Yeah, because I don't know. I guess I have a warped way of thinking is with a slingshot, you never run out of ammo because you can reach down the ground and grab more. Okay, see, that's what I thought, and I've been plunking around with it. Here's a little tip for you guys: if you do have a slingshot and you have a Dollar Tree close to you, you can get like 100 marbles for $1, and for $1 for marble is actually a pretty good projectile. They're a little they're bigger than the yeah, and see, no, that's not my GoPro small. I actually wanted to use my GoPro for it, but I found out I needed not just a GoPro cord, I needed a mini HDMI cable too, along with the program. So I'm gonna try to have that set up for the next one. See, that's what I thought too, Savage. And the other thing is they're a lot cheaper than the actual ball bearings or the little BBs about yo big around that they sell for it. Actually, about that big around. That's after I actually priced out the slingshot ammo, and they wanted almost like $10 for it. I'm like, no, I'll just go down to Dollar Tree and get another bag of marbles. How's that sound? Oh yeah. See, back when I used to work in for 15 years, I worked at a car dealership. Oh geez. Oh, when I used to work at Saturn, they used to take the failed bearings, crack them open, and one guy used to take the balls out of them. You use them for he used those for slingshot ammo. See, I found about the same thing. I shot crossman stuff before, and by the time you get it in the sling, get it pulled back, it's so small it feels like the sling's trying to pull out your hands. Well, here's the question, Guns, do you throw it loose or do you throw it all in one container? Puppies milling around. So I've been doing guns. But actually, I hate to say this, but I think I'm going to call it. It's been actually about an hour and a half. I was only planning on doing an hour, but I thank you guys for coming. Man, it means a lot to me. Even though we just didn't really, you just listened to me ramble on tonight. But sometimes you need to ramble on, just joke around with everybody to make your to calm yourself down and give somebody else a laugh and make them feel better. But you all have a good night. And I'll talk to you soon. All right.